Darts players, Sean SWR darts coach. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. You found my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Who am I? This is what I'm going to be doing. So over the next few videos, I'm going to do a few videos just explaining who I am, why I got into darts coaching, how I've been darts coaching, why I felt that becoming a darts coach, even though I was never a professional dart player, was the thing I wanted to do. So over the next few videos, I'm going to put like a little series together. This is pretty much episode 1 of getting to know Sean at SWR darts coaching, I suppose. And they're going to be about 10-minute videos. Listen, I know on YouTube, your engagement time is crucial and key. So I'm going to try and keep them to around little, 8 to 10 minute videos if I can. Those that know me know I love a waffle, so there might be a video that goes on a little bit. But I wanted to do this little series to just sort of promote myself and explain to you guys out there who are maybe looking at going for a darts coach and maybe finding me, because I've been around for quite a long time, and thinking to yourself, who is he? So that's what this video is all about. So how did I get into darts coaching? Well, it's a short story to a degree. What happened was I've been in football. I've been involved in football. So as you can probably see, I'm a Crewe Alexandra fan for my sins. I've always joked about that. I follow the Alex since 1992-93 season. Home and away, I follow them wherever I can. I was a football coach, grassroots football coach. I had the privilege of working at Crewe Alexandra as a coach, as well as also in the women's game, as well as also being a youth scout there for a period of time. And I loved it. I obviously went into management. I managed a non-league football team in my local area, one that I was very proud of to achieve that option and that ability. And I thank a great man in my eyes of Martin Irvine, who helped me get into football. And it was Martin, to be fair, who sort of gave me the inspiration to sort of become a darts coach to a degree. So during the sort of, just before the COVID time really, I decided that I wanted to become a darts coach. I wanted to help young players get into darts. Now, I was no great dart player by any means, but I got a good understanding of the game. I felt I'd studied the game quite a fair bit. And over COVID, unfortunately, when we were all locked away in COVID, I had more time to sort of go out and study the game and learn this game of darts. And that's what I did. And then I was lucky enough to, go onto the JDC accreditation course to open my own academy. And then obviously I became a JDC level 1 coach. From there, obviously I've progressed through various other sports science certifications. I've got qualifications in sort of hypnotherapy, kinesology, which is basically biomechanics. I then became a JDC level 2 coach, and then I became a PDPA level 1 coach. And now I'm on the PDPA level 2 candidate course. What this all means is I've gone out there and tried to become the best coach I can be, because I'm not a player. I can't talk to you about my experiences on the stage, because my only experience on the stage was marking, really. I've never actually played on the stage. So for me, it was all about me becoming a better coach via qualifications, via study, via learning the game. Yeah, I still get it all the time, and I probably might get a few hatred comments on here about not just the fact that I'm a Crewe fan, but also the fact that you can't coach darts if you haven't been a player. How can you expect me to play, to coach a player who's a county level player, for instance? That's not how this works. Players come to me for help with guidance on mindset, technique, and all other aspects of darts. It's not just about the throw anymore. It's more than that, if that makes sense. And that's what I help players with. And like I say, I've been coaching now since sort of 2019. And it has gone from strength to strength without a shadow of a doubt. And I'm proud to call myself a darts coach. And I'm proud of the qualifications that I've got behind me that have helped me get to where I am today. What can players expect when they come to a session with me? They can expect a bit of fun more than anything, to be fair. I do feel that we've got to a stage in our lives where we've made this game a lot serious. Even when I've coached players who are, at the higher level than I would have ever expected to have been coaching, we've kept them fun and light-hearted, the sessions. We try and find the core root of what they've come to a coaching session with me for. and we try and make them sessions as fun and enjoyable as we can. Do we do a lot of 501? To be honest, no, not really. I try and focus around core elements, as I call it, core aspects of the game that I feel that are going to help them players become better darts players. But amateur darts players, again, when they come in here, we look across everything. We're looking across your throw, we're looking across your stance, your delivery. And then obviously we're looking across your mindset of how you approach things. And we're looking across how you train as well, because training is a crucial area of this game, helping you to get better. So what are my hobbies away from darts? Well, I actually don't play a lot of darts anyway. To be honest with you, I'm actually not really signed for a darts team. I turn up if they need me. I have got zero interest in playing the game of darts. But saying that though, my hobbies, listen, I collect expensive cardboard, as I call it. I'm a board game collector. I do that. And obviously football is still my passion. Football always will be my passion. That's why it's very rare you can get a coaching session with me on a Saturday, because on a Saturday I'm there on the terraces. I'm known in a way as the chief clown of the Gresty Road End. It's a long story how that one comes about. But I'm in the Gresty Road End crew, every home game, unless I'm away for something, as well as away games. You'll find me in a Weatherspoon if crew are away, because I do love my football. My football is my passion. But when I'm not sort of in here darts coaching, I'm certainly at home playing a board game, playing a strategy game, watching a Marvel film, something like that. I am a little bit of a nerd and a geek at the same time on that side of things. What's my greatest achievement in darts? I think becoming a recognised and qualified coach to a degree for me, I would have to say. I think when I look back at when I did play darts, because I did play darts to a decent standard in a way, at Super League level in Staffordshire. I never sort of made it any further than that. I played in some good tournaments. I got through to the last, my best ever I did was the last 32, I think it was, at the British Open many, many years back. And I got through to the last 32 of the Welsh Open once as well. And no, I didn't get buys to get there, by the way. I just want to point that out. But yeah, listen, I won singles merits, and I won, house champions and all them sort of things back in the day in darts. But again, I never really achieved anything in playing darts, but in coaching, I've achieved as good as everything that is accessible for me to achieve. There are qualifications out there that I can't achieve because I'm not associated with them brands. But apart from that, I work now for Unicorn as a lead academy coach, which is a fantastic role, and I go around the country looking at their academies and meeting their coaches that are doing fantastic work in these academies and helping them to get a little bit more, into their sessions to their students. Where do I see darts coaching in 10 years' time? I don't know. Listen, I am a person who lives day to day. I do think darts coaching is very much growing. When I first started out, there was only a handful of us. There was myself, Brian Ivy from Poison Ivy Darts, Sam Squire Darts. There's Andy Cornwall, Matt Edgar. There was only a few sort of people established, if you will, that day. And now, there's a lot more, and there's a lot more really good coaches out there as well. It is becoming a little bit of a congesting market, I think, to a degree. But what stands us out is the coaching that we offer. And I tell most of my students that come here, listen, try and get to as many coaches as you can, get as much information, get as much understanding from different coaches, because every coach will put a different piece into your jigsaw, and that will hopefully create you as a better dart player. I focus on vision alignment and I focus on darts training. They are my two main focuses when a player comes to me, where someone else might go to another player who will focus a lot more on maybe mindset, and another coach might focus a lot more on technique. So I think we've all got our niche areas that we focus on, but at the end of the day, we're all in it for the right reason, which is to help darts players get better with their darts game. Okay, darts players, I hope you enjoyed this little video. As I said, it's something I'm going to do a little bit more regular. Just giving a bit of more insight into who I am and why I coach darts. The reason I put my crew top on today, I just thought, why not? Let's get the haters in early doors as well with this one. But it's all for a bit of a fun as well. Listen, I'm here to try and promote this channel. That's all I'm doing. I want you to like, share, follow, subscribe here on YouTube, and find me across the other social media platforms as well. I'm going to try and film some live coaching sessions as well, so you can see some stuff that I do when I'm in a coaching session as well. All that sort of content I'm going to post on here, as well as my Facebook and my TikTok pages. Darts players, until the next video, have a good one.